Do you know what every single person who's at the absolute top of their game shares? What every one of these people has in common? My name's Angela Lundberg. I'm the founder of One Step Outside, author of Leaving the Corporate 9 to 5, and host of the Reimagining Success podcast. And I've just started reading the book Grit by Angela Duckworth, and that is the answer to my question there. It is grit. Now, what does she mean by grit? Well, two things. The first is that these people who are absolutely at the top of their game have this incredible resilience. They're very hardworking, they'll persevere, they have perseverance towards their goals, even in the face of failures and setbacks along the way. So resilience, hard work, and that perseverance. But the second piece of the puzzle is the passion, is having a really clear why, a sense of purpose and direction, understanding exactly where they're heading and why they're persevering, right? Why bother overcoming all these setbacks and obstacles? Why keep going? So that's grit. It's passion on the one hand and perseverance on the other. And I think this is such a powerful way of thinking about our goals and understanding perhaps what's holding us back. And so when I thought this through for myself, if we say I am procrastinating, I'm not quite working as hard as I should be or I feel I want to be on a couple of goals, then how can I apply this? Well, okay, let's take this year my two priorities. I'm creating a course, a self-directed course for people to work through my 5 pillars, and I'm writing a book. How to build a sustainable business that allows you to escape the 9 to 5 for good. Now, why on earth, and we can talk about this, there are lots of reasons why, but why am I not spending as much time on this as I'd like to? Well, let's look at this idea of grit, and let's assume that I do have grit. I just need to make sure that I have these two elements. Well, first is the passion, and we're not talking here, oh, I need to follow my passion, I need to do that cliched thing of, okay, I love this and therefore I should build a business out of that. That's not what we're talking about. But we need to have the passion for the thing that we're working on. We need to have that sense of purpose and direction. So for me, with the course and the book, in fact, the course has a really clear role, as does the book, in my ecosystem, as it were. So the course is for people who are earlier on in the process, maybe of building their business. They're not yet ready to work with me one-to-one or in one of my group programs. They don't have the funds, or they're not quite ready to invest that amount that it would take to really do the hard work and get to their goals in a more intensive way. But they would really benefit from getting the foundations in place, and they're ready to go from just consuming free content, higgledy-piggledy strategies from lots of different gurus, and really have a clear framework, work through these pillars and get the foundations in place. Now, related to the course, I'm writing my book, How to Build a Sustainable Business to Allow You to Escape the 9 to 5 for Good. Why am I not sitting down writing on my book every day? Okay, let's look at that. Well, where is the purpose? Where is my passion? Apart from the fact that I like writing, okay, I like writing, but what's the sense of direction? Well, again, I want to be a writer. I want to write and publish many books. So there's a clear purpose for me. This book sits very clearly as a step into my ecosystem. It's a next level, a next step from my previous book, which is Leaving the Corporate 9 to 5, all about that initial decision. This book reaches another audience, or the same demographic perhaps, who've now moved on to the next step, which is how do you keep this going? How do you make this sustainable for the long term? The book then feeds into my course very nicely. And now as I've talked that through, I can see, oh wow, yes, super clear on why I want to write the book, why I want to create this course, why I'm so passionate about it, both for my own sake, for my business, and for my clients who are going to really benefit from that, and from new prospects and clients who will be able to learn from the book and from the course that I'm creating. So that's the passion, that's the sense of direction and purpose. Then there's the perseverance, and we've talked a little bit about that the last few weeks. Do check out the video, the podcast episode on resilience, and that's about persevering, overcoming obstacles, focusing on solutions versus problems, being resilient in the face of difficulties, overcoming those minor setbacks along the way. And in that piece on resilience, I talk about, having good sleep and some of those foundations, having that clear sense of purpose again, being surrounded by support networks that's really going to help you out and so on. So for me, why am I persevering? And I'm very good at this, to be honest. I'm self-motivated, I am hardworking, and so that's less of a problem for me. So together with the passion I have for the course and the book and my business and my clients on the one hand, and the perseverance of overcoming those setbacks, swallowing my ego and keeping going even when the going gets tough. Together, that's going to get me the grit to reach my goals, to achieve what it is I want to achieve, and hopefully to fulfill my potential. And as Angela Duckworth says in her book, Grit, unfortunately, a lot of people do give up just as they're about to fulfill their potential. So don't let that be you. Go through that exercise, look at your goals. Why aren't you achieving exactly what you want to be achieving right now? Look at the passion. Do you have that sense of clarity on your direction, that purpose of why you're working hard? And the other side, do you have that hardworking spirit? Have you developed the resilience? Are you going to continue to be self-motivated, ask for the help you need, keep investing, swallowing your ego, persevering even in the face of difficulties? So I hope that's as powerful for you as it has been for me in thinking about this idea of grit. Do read the book. I'm going to continue to reading it myself, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. So do comment below. Let me know what you think about this idea of grit being passion and perseverance, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.